Hey guys, last video in order for you to get ready for this new season on Diablo 4. This time I'll introduce you to the new Pulverize Druid Build. You'll enjoy plenty of buffies and vampiric powers and have a perfect build in order to farm in Diablo 4 Season 2. Before I start, I made an update of every build on SlashingCreeps.com, so if you're looking for a next summoner, lightning sorceress or wolf druid for example, you have all of them with the balance update and of course the new vampiric powers. Let's start with the skills, and you want to play more as basic attack. Then we have Pulverize, our main skill, debilitating roar in order to debuff enemies, heal yourself and also get some fortification, Grizzly Rage for the ultimate, Trample, get some mobility and damage, and lastly Earthen Bulwark for the unstoppable. For the boons, you'll want damage reduction from elites, increase critical strike chance, increase life, a chance to get spirit on a lucky hit, and healing on critical strike when you are in a werebeer. Now for the stats and aspects, first one, damage reduction. When you use a basic attack, you want life, dexterity, willpower and crowd control duration for the stats. For the armor, you want this one, which will be very good with our build, and after that for the gloves, the fact that Pulverize will also be an earth skill. On it you want ranks of Pulverize, critical strike chance, overpower damage, attack speed, and for the pants, damage reduction from close enemies, maximum life and willpower. For its aspect, you want to increase armor when you deal damage, and we have on the boots this one increasing our skills rank when you are 45, so it will give you +2 to Pulverize with this aspect and this one. For the stats, movement speed, intelligence, willpower and dexterity, and for the weapon you have two choices. First one, if you want a two-handed weapon, you put this shockwave aspect on it, and you want core skill damage, critical strike damage, overpower damage, and willpower, and otherwise you can also think about this aspect, so it's this one which will increase your core skill damage based on your 45, so if you want to play a two-handed weapon, you go like that, and if you want to play two one-handed weapon, it will be very good also like that. Then for the ring, you'll get resources when you crowd control an enemy, so stun especially, and this one, the new one, which will deal much more damage every 15 hits on an enemy with a werebear skill. It's important to understand that the 30 and 50% is multiplicative, meaning that you'll deal ton of damage when you use this aspect. For the stats, you'll want critical strike chance, damage, overpower damage, and lucky hit chance. Finally, we have this new amulet too, which is quite great with the build because critical strike and overpower damage will do more damage. Also, every 300 resources you'll have a guaranteed overpower attack. And the good thing is that this guaranteed attack is on your core skill, so you don't have to pay attention to your buttons and keep spamming it. For the gems, increase overpower damage, increase life, and diamonds if you don't have the cap to 70% on your elemental resistances. For the vampiric power, every 4 seconds you have additional damage on your attack based on your life. It will also heal yourself. This one increases damage to stun enemies, volatile blood drops when you overpower, and also your next skill will be overpower every 20 seconds. This one increasing fortification and also giving you critical strike chance, and lastly increased damage reduction if you miss some life. If you are tanky enough, you can also swap for another power if you wish. For the skill tree, first you'll get a Wild Mold in order to get a chance to knock down enemies and Pulverize with the stun effect. It's important to get the stun because you have plenty of stuff working with stun effects and CC effects. Then we have critical strike chance, damage reduction, Earthen Bulwark giving you some fortification, damage reduction just here, and healing for the roar. A bit below we get this passive, additional healing, overpower hit, and this one too granting you more fortification. It's not mandatory to put 3 points here and 3 points here. If you see that you have enough healing, you can put a bit less just here, and it's the same if you have enough fortification, you can reduce a bit this value. Otherwise you need to put this in order to boost your damage while fortify, increase damage to stun enemies, and trample, giving you also some fortification. We have additional damage with nature magic skills. Don't forget that Pulverize will also be another skill with the aspect, crowd control duration, reduce when you are 45, and of course our ultimate just here. Lastly, decay passive giving you overpower, increased damage and additional life will be very good with the build. For the Paragon, first you start with increased damage when you are in a weird build. It will also give you the damage reduction, and after that you have this one increasing damage based on the life percent difference between you and the target. You have this glyph which will increase also damage that enemies take when you are in a weird build form and boost the blue node, so it's interesting to put it just here. After that we go there, we take this glyph increasing overpower damage, and you have this one increasing critical strike damage for her skill. A bit below we have this glyph which will increase fortify damage and also grant you some damage reduction, and we have this node which will increase the damage after you spend 75 spirit. We go back at the beginning just here and we take the last glyph which will increase critical strike damage, and also it is this board but we won't be taking this node. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you'll have plenty of fun with this build, and don't forget that you have every build and guide on Diablo 4 for the new season on SlashingCreeps.com.